like you
road
said,
on the
back.
show. All right, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Rumble. Start the music. Is the music start? Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, aka TOCNS. This is a dive into the weird, obscure, bizarre, and other words for strange world of notable events, weather, and sports, covering topics seldomly, if ever, seen from most news sources these days. Join us! During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss, for the most part. For links to these articles and anything else potentially interesting, please check the underbar of the description below. And of course, all links gathered throughout the show will appear post-live stream. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander, and who am I joined by?
Oh, I don't know. I go by many names, which is gonna call me late for dinner, but I am Alice of Who.
Yes, the Alice of Who.
Or Who is.
Yeah,
however you want to say it.
One of those. Among many other nicknames, you are correct. Anyway, Today is Freya's Day, aka Friday, December 29th, 2023. Now, the first article we have is actually a video that I would recommend people go and see after this video, of course, but to give a summary, essentially, like as the title says, Japanese companies are firing translators and using AI translations going forward to combat piracy. And he provides a very compelling, I wouldn't even say argument, straight up fact, that utilizing AI and all that crap, there's no love. There's no care given into it. It's just like, oh, here's the input, here's the output, there you go, slap that on the manga and sell it. Money, 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 money. So
people are not even being creative, they're just using computers now?
Well, to translate that is, at least. So because a manga, as you know, is a Japanese comic book, so in order to...
Yeah, I know what a manga is.
Yeah,
I knew what you said, but for some reason my brain, what? AI is doing manga now, but actually probably AI is writing manga.
That's just around the corner, too, but, right now we're talking specifically about this. And I gotta stand. I've been sitting all freaking day. I gotta stand here. 1 second.
Your feet up there, buddy. Stretch those legs.
Yeah. No, I don't want to develop any deep vein thrombosis or anything, so... but no, essentially they're using AI to translate, and, you're not going to get the human condition in doing that. You're not going to get the gist of what things are saying, the cheeky emotions, all the little things, because manga especially is incredibly, emotionally motivated. A lot of hard work goes into those products, and if you're just going to squeeze it through a freaking auto translation machine like Google or something, it ain't going to come out the same way, especially with how things are going on, and this is covered in this guy's video as well. You translated from the east to out here the west, and now they're going to start shoehorning in all this political crap. This
is why I get mad. Is why do corporations think they need to put their political opinions out there? But that's a whole different story to begin with, and doesn't have to be discussed here. This is just crazy crap going on.
Ridiculous.
It's a little redundant. It's come on, I just want good content, and I want proper, accurate, translations if I'm gonna read a manga. If you want to bring out your product and show it to the world, you should at least make sure that people are properly, not AI, translating. And making sure it's a proper translation as to a computer going, oopsies.
Yeah, and especially with how you can program AI, it can automatically put in this agenda or that talking point or this rigmarole politically, whatever, automatically, and it's just gotten really bad. But yeah, as I said before we move on up to the next topic, obviously after this video, of course, please the first link here, this video. So
what I'm gonna also say is that the moment that a human actually writes AI, I imagine that person's putting a little bit of their own personality into it, and God forbid that AI takes on that personality. Let's just say that person's personality took on a very racial, an actual authentic
racist not start going down
idea.
That path,
Yeah, but that's what I get worried about with AI stuff, and with translations, it's you can only go so far with it right now, and I'd prefer just you regular human beings doing proper translation from what they understand, and then they just double check, because AI is not going to ask back if somebody said something right. It's did you say that correctly?
Yeah.
No, they're just going to assume. yeah, just gonna assume what you said, and it could actually be like a really bad like translation. And that's what I'm worried about. Like, AI doesn't have the ability to like ask a question back. I don't think, like on the spectrum of translation. All right, did I hear this right? Is this what you meant? I don't think they could do that.
Yeah, that's
not yet.
Problem solving and all that stuff. But, that's a whole conversation.
That could be something we could put into the peanut or the edge of disclosure.
It's not really a Theon topic. It is a peanut one though. So.
Yeah. Well, actually, then there we go. So now I'll trade places with what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Into that. So we'll do that one instead of the other one. That one will go into Theod, and then this will go into that.
Yep.
You write it in one quick for me, please, because my hand is not free.
And before we continue, we just have been joined by
Golden Loon.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, Papa Dukes.
Aha, it's Alice. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Yeah. So moving on to the next topic here, and I forgot who it was who found this, but from Game Rant, we have China implements strict new gaming laws.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks.
So,
I already know that.
So let me just read the bullet points here. China announces new laws to limit microtransactions impacting major gaming companies like Tencent. Okay, I'm all for that. Wow, I never thought I'd be on China's side with anything, but wow.
Whoa.
The Chinese government aims to prevent the growth of microtransaction practices, implementing bans on in-game rewards and capping player spending. What is happening? Like, how am I agreeing with China? What's going on?
What?
It is unlikely that similar laws will be implemented in the West. How the hell are they ahead of us in this? What the? Wow.
Whoa.
Like,
I think because they're getting it somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's or maybe it's to entice the gaming field to think, oh, maybe it isn't such a bad idea. This could just be like a ploy, too. Think of it that way.
There's got to be some connection to control.
Well, there always is, but you don't know. I'm not sure about how much you know, Alice or any in the audience, but I know the Loon here doesn't know anything about the gaming world.
Not really. No.
But microtransactions have been a real big problem.
It's been a big problem for
basically, if you have a free-to-play game on your phone or whatever, little things pop up. Oh, for $4.99 you get to unlock this, or for 99 cents you get to have that. $1 here, $1 there, and boom, suddenly you're $100. It goes fast. So.
Yeah, well, actually, I play one online game still, and there's only one game I actually have put two actually. But I don't play one of them anymore, so I play one now. But it's Empire. But yeah, there is a thing where you pay for something to get more of this, so you can promote your whatever.
Faster.
Yeah. Well, one other branch.
Pay for play, and South Park actually talked about this too.
Yeah, they did. They talk about everything. But something else involving microtransactions, a deeper level, is loot boxes and all that stuff, or as EA likes to call surprise mechanics. But those have been banned in Europe because they're predatory. They're because what a loot box is it costs real money, or actually not real money, but you use real money to buy the in-game currency, the gems, the doubloons, or whatever the hell, and then you use that to buy a loot box, and it's literally a slot machine. What am I going to get in this box?
Oh.
And they were advertising that to children. It literally was turning into a child gambling thing, and they banned it in Europe. So
they were teaching kids to gamble.
Yeah.
In the game Empire, I love the game, but there's a little spin the wheel, and if you don't like what you landed on, you can spend some diamonds to get more. And if you don't like that one, you can spend some more diamonds. But for every time that you respin after that free spin, you have to pay 2 to 4 to 6 to 8, maybe 12. It exponentially takes away your diamonds, and it forces you to either accumulate them from doing it in the free play, or you have to do the micro pay. Don't get me wrong, the game's really fun because it is a fun game, but I just don't prefer to do the pay for play that much with them. I've only done it 3 times with them, and I felt bad every time I did it.
Now let me
keep in mind, China may very well ban it in their country and then go ahead and promote it in some other country.
Yeah, well, anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand here. It says China's biggest player in the gaming market has undergone massive growth over the last decade, with Tencent buying up plenty of game studios like Dying Light maker Techland. We all know about Tencent. You know, I know you've heard about Tencent.
Never heard.
Massive Chinese company. So
I have not.
I'm surprised, actually. It goes on here, it says China has become the largest gaming market in the world, with many of its players buying microtransactions. And it continues on down here. Following this news, Tencent's holding shares fell 16% at one point, and China's next biggest gaming company, NetEase, fell as much as 25%. These drops make up the bulk of the $80 billion total sell-off in China's gaming market over the last 24 hours. So they're making some serious moves.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, but these bullet points, this is blowing my mind. I had no idea I'd ever agree with China on anything, but here we are. So.
Yeah, I know. Even though, certain, things, different countries' policies, you're always going to sometimes find a good policy in. So.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I've been saying. Look for the similarities, not the differences, because that's how we're going to make things better,
Exactly. But yeah, I find it crazy, the pay-for-play thing, and like I said earlier, South Park, totally made a good point.
Dude, honestly, I can't wait to see what South Park does with the recent Colorado news. Let's not talk about it, but yeah, because South Park is in Colorado, and it's a real city, so, yeah. But anyway, let's move on up here.
And we can plug that into the Rumble portion of the peanut.
Yeah. Which I think we actually are already. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I put it in already for that and another. So don't worry about that. Is this an asteroid here?
Yeah.
Apophis?
Asteroid Apophis is on its way to a close encounter with Earth. So this is kind of scary.
How close?
So
how close?
We'll get to there. So, do you want to... here, let me read this here for us. In the vastness of space, where celestial bodies dance to the gravitational tunes of the universe, one performer has caught the attention of humanity. Apophis, a 340-meter wide asteroid, is set to make a historic close approach to Earth in 2029. This isn't just any flyby, it's a cosmic event that scientists and skywatchers buzzing with anticipation. But it says here... the calculations gave it a 3% chance of striking Earth in 2029. That's high. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a 3% as to a 99%.
Well, I mean, that's astronomical, yes. But we're going along the same idea as, remember Oppenheimer, the chances are near zero? I don't like that.
No, you're right. 3% is way too high for comfort. The odds of it doing it are still against it, but still.
Yeah. I mean, you have a 97% chance at it not happening, so, but there's still a chance, and,
Small chance, not good, because that'd be the end of mankind.
I kind of, yeah.
How big was it again? 32?
340 meters, whatever that is. I don't speak in Europe. I only, freedom units. So, what is 340 meters? Let's look this up here. 340 meters to feet. Foot. Wow, 1,000 feet. Okay, that's a nice chunk of rock right there. That won't destroy the Earth, but it'll definitely take out a continent. So, I think.
Well, it'd be big enough. I doubt it would burn up in the atmosphere.
No, too big. Too big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. It'll hit if it does. That's scary. Well. So anyway, moving on up. From Audio Central, Tokyo Cafe caters exclusively to negative people. Oh, Japan is always being weird. Mori Orishi, a cozy cafe in Tokyo's laid-back Shimokizatazawa district, is famous for only catering to pessimists and people with generally negative mindsets.
So I'm going to go in there and complain about my coffee. What the hell you give me this crappy coffee for? They're going to love me.
Do they even serve coffee in Japan? In traditional Japanese place?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Food, drink, whatever it is. Go bitch about it.
This sake is cold!
Sake is terrible. Have you ever had sake?
Yeah, once. Remember I was 12 or something. We were in Benihana. You let me have a sip of sake.
Oh, yeah.
So, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, negative people tend to get a bad rap and are constantly told to be more positive. But if you think about it, is there really anything wrong with being negative? Well, yeah. I mean, I can... Anyway, the founder of Morioshi, a small cafe in whatever this place is called, Tokyo, certainly doesn't think so. A self-described gloomy person, so he's a Pokemon? He got the idea for like-minded people over a decade ago, but only decided to open it 3 years ago during the pandemic and all that crap. The man had always felt like negative people were more sensitive and more easily hurt than others, so he created a space dedicated exclusively to them. Oh, so a safe space, essentially. So, like, a safe space for you to go and be an asshole, I guess. So like...
Let's send in Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
Okay, I guess somebody has to do it.
Well, actually, Blood and Honey, he dies. So, yeah. But this is wild. So it says here, featuring a rustic woodland decor that the owner built himself, Morioshi doesn't really look like the venue for pessimistic people, but it does have private rooms where patrons can be themselves without worrying about the stares of others. The only thing that hints at negativity is the menu, particularly the bizarrely long names of the cocktails. The only good thing about my dad was that he was an earnest person, but 22 years ago he suddenly disappeared, leaving behind a letter that said, "Pegasus are real." That's a title. That's the name of a drink. Like, another one is, on my birthday, my mom sent me a melon from the countryside, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that I don't really like melon very much anymore. Wow. That's a way to order a drink. So,
if you can't read this, you can't have another one.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, that's fair. Yeah. Anyway, moving on up. Star Wars owner sues small Chilean car wash for plagiarism. That's a title right there.
What?
Yeah. Star Wash, a small family-owned car wash on the outskirts of Santiago de Chile, is being sued by Lucasfilm, the company that owns the Star Wars brand, for allegedly plagiarizing its property. Matthias Jara, the owner of Star Wash, was in the process of registering the brand with a Chilean patent authority when he received a lawsuit from Lucasfilm. The Disney-owned company reportedly wanted to stop the registration of the Star Wash name, arguing that the brand could be confused as being affiliated with Star Wars. However, Mr. Jara is contesting the suit and claims that the name is different enough not to be confused with the Lucasfilm property, adding that they are not selling movies brand products.
That is a stretch.
Apparently, the Star Wars copyright does not cover card cleaning services. So I can see where they're going, but at the same time, dude, like, what the hell? You know? Like...
Well, Disney is notorious
for
Disney. Protecting any of their...
Surprisingly, though, Disney is not as bad as Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah. So... But yeah, this is, like, I don't know where to go with this. Like, I can see...
Just stars in it? I mean, you know...
Star Wash.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Well, if that's their logo, it could be...
Yeah.
It could be confusing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see where Disney's coming from, but at the same time, Disney, just fuck off. You know? Like... Whatever. Or, in the very least, buy them out. You know? Like, I don't know.
Cheaper just to crush them.
Oh, that's just mean.
I'm just giving you reality.
I'm not saying you're wrong. But anyway, let's move on up. What else do we got here? This Japanese restaurant makes the world's smallest sushi. Little bits. Tokyo restaurant Sushiya no Noshashi reportedly serves great sushi, but it's most famous for its gimmick, making the world's smallest sushi with a single grain of rice. That is a small sushi.
Yeah.
I don't know how much smaller you can get. A half a grain of rice? Like, you have to go in there with a scalpel with a micro, like one of those jewelers, guy thing. Located in Asukasa, a slightly quieter part of Tokyo, Sushiya no Nashashi is the place to go if you want to enjoy the tiniest, most adorable sushi in the world. Each piece is made with only 1 grain of rice and a tiny slice of topping wrapped in the thinnest piece of nori, which I think has to be seaweed or something. That's traditional. Every served piece is actually perfect, which hints at the amount of work and patience that goes into making them. I mean, the Japanese are really meticulous. So, they are the work of Hinorani Akino, the chef of Sushi, that place, who came up with the idea back in 2002 when a client asked him how small he could make his sushi. He answered as small as a grain of rice and proceeded to demonstrate that he wasn't kidding. Over the years, the eatery became internationally famous for making the world's smallest sushi.
Is that it?
No, there's multiple grains of rice in here, and that's a chopstick. So, oh, here we go. Well, get rid of the audio. So that's it right there. Hold on a second. If you can see it right there, it grays out. Yeah, so it's very small.
So they have all kinds of different styles, like Sushi has, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just all on just one grain of rice.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's interestingly, one cannot simply order. One does not just walk into Mordor. At Sushi no Nadashi, it is served for free upon request with a regular size sushi course, which costs around $50. So you have to pop a 50 for a regular sushi course to get the little ones.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Spend a penny for 5 sushi?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, keep in mind, Tokyo, Japan is very expensive compared to here to eat. So $50 is just a meal there.
Yikes. Well, we're getting there. We're not far off.
I know.
So, and you know, God help Hawaii. Well,
I don't even know what a hamburger is going to cost here after the first.
In-N-Out is where to go. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on up, more from Audio Central. Meet the artist who paints with 10 brushes at the same time. George Feelanger is a self-taught Belarusian artist who gained notoriety in the art world for allegedly inventing the 10 brushes painting technique, where he attaches a brush to each of his fingers and uses them simultaneously. Okay, so Edward Brush Hands now. It's like,
Edward Brush Hands, okay.
Yeah.
Like
well,
that.
at least he can pet a cat this time, you know? Building a single paintbrush, or what is that? Guiding a single paintbrush on a canvas to produce a somewhat decent work of art is virtually impossible for most people, but you can imagine painting with 10 brushes at the same time? Sounds pretty messy, but there is one man who has been perfecting this technique for over a decade. Serge Feelinger apparently got the idea for painting with multiple paintbrushes at the same time after becoming annoyed with having to regularly change brushes during the artistic process. First, he found a way to attach 3 brushes to his fingers on his right hand, and after getting used to them, he added 2 more brushes to his left. Before long, he had a brush attached to every finger of both hands, so he's lazy.
So he still does it individually, but just so pop them on and do different things with different brushes.
Well, no, he just keeps them on.
No, I understand that. I thought he was going to be doing 10 at a time and doing a design with 10 strokes at once.
Well, I mean, maybe, but look at that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think that's being lazy.
Well, no, he's being lazy because he doesn't want to switch. So, I mean, like, you know, as Bill Gates said, the best programmers to hire are the lazy ones because they find faster workaways to expedite the process. You know, like I learned that at, you know, when I was taking HTML class in high school. Copy paste is your friend. So, yeah. But yeah, look at these works. You know, he's just like, you know, like a typewriter. That's cool. What else do we got here? Oh, this one. Oh, when I show you the picture, you're gonna laugh. Russian electric car prototype becomes laughingstock of the internet. The Amber Yanzar, a new electric vehicle prototype from Russia, has been dubbed the world's ugliest car because of its bizarre, unattractive design. Car prototypes usually have eye-catching designs that capture viewers' imagination, even if the vehicle that reaches the production line turns out to be very different. Or if it never actually goes into production, prototypes are an exciting way of showcasing a car's brand visions in the near future. But that isn't always the case. Take, for example, the Amber Yentar, the EV prototype designed by Avtotor, a Russian car maker based in Kaliningrad, in collaboration with the Moscow Polytechnic Institute. It was revealed to the public less than a week ago, but it has already become the laughingstock of the entire internet, with photos of its unflattering exterior doing the rounds on social media. Are you ready for this?
I am.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
It's something about the headlights in the front.
I mean, the car has a face like.
It does. Yeah, the mouth's open. You're right. Yeah, that's
you know.
Could that be Tucker Carlson?
No, this is Tucker Carlson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
his eyes aren't that big.
No, this is like, ah! You know? Oh. Yo, what up, Pete's? How you doing, my friend? Oh. But yeah, if they're producing 50,000 of them, good God. Like, that is so awful.
Whether they want it or not.
Yuck. That is just yuck, dude.
It looks like a van.
It looks like a van.
A panel truck.
Well,
in the old days, I don't even know if they have panel trucks anymore.
It looks like they just took everything and just threw it into one design, you know? Like, that is one of the most god-awful vehicles I've ever seen, but does not compete with the vehicle they had in the remake of Vacation. Remember they had that North Korean car that had, you know, like two front ends and like the angry GPS, and it had a swastika on the keychain. The muffin button was a detonator, you know? It was wild. So, yeah. What else do we have here? From UPI, Australian man puts on 10 pairs of underpants in 13.03 seconds. Oh, crikey. Oh.
This is a record you're going to be proud of, I can tell.
Well, you know. An Australian man said it took 6 months of training to break an unusual world record, the fastest time to put on 10 pairs of underpants. Okay. Nicholas Manning of Brisbane said he has always wanted to break a Guinness World Record, yada yada. Took him 6 months, and he got it done in 13.03 seconds.
Wonder what the old record was. How much did he break it by?
I don't know. But, yeah, 15-second long video.
He's got to look at this.
Yeah, let me bigger this here for us. So I think there was a time limit or something, because there was a lot more underwear to put on.
Yeah.
But
how many can you get in 13.0 seconds?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. But this is just like, oh my god, so many underwear. So, man, at least he doesn't need a pad, you know, this time around. So, yeah. What else do we have? Wallet lost at Atlanta movie theater found 65 years later.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Workers remodeling an Atlanta movie theater found something surprising behind a wallet that had been lost by a patron 65 years prior. A contractor found the old wallet behind a wall at the Plaza Theater and turned it over to the cinema's owner, Chris Escobar. Escobar said the area where the wallet was found likely a former lost and found area in a manager's office that had been long since hidden by renovations. So it was lost and found back then.
Yeah.
Oh. They did some research online to discover the wallet's owner, Floyd Culbreth, died at the age of 87 back in 2005, but he was able to contact her daughter, Thea Culbreth Chamberlain, who's now 71. Whew. Wow. Oh yeah, she was only 6 years old when her mother lost the wallet in 1958.
Her mother lost it.
Yeah, her mother lost it. Its contents included old family photos, a library card, and raffle tickets. Well, I wonder if they won the raffle. That's crazy, you know.
That is.
Because we have.
That's like opening up a time capsule.
It is. It really is. I mean, like there was another story that we covered about some purse that was discovered in a high school behind lockers during another renovation or something, and you know, returned like 20 years later, 50, whatever it was. So, you know, these things happen. It's crazy.
This was 65?
58. Where was it? I just had it here. Yeah, lost it in 58. So.
Oh, 1958.
Yeah, they lost it in 58.
When did they find it?
Recently.
Okay, so, wow, that's 65 years.
Right here, 65 years.
That's what I said originally, 65 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No. We also have more from UPI. Chinese jump rope trio break complicated world record. Okay. A trio of Chinese jump rope champions broke a world record when a member of the team performed 176 double underskips in 1 minute while simultaneously jumping long rope. What? So you're jumping two different ropes and doing tricks. That's wild.
The long rope is with people at each end.
Yeah. Okay, so she's on her own thing, and then they... Okay.
Yeah.
The long rope was held by coaches Wang Hunan and Kang Kiri, while Liu Zhizhu, at the age of 14, Khan's daughter, Khan, vaulted over it while swinging her own short rope for double underskips. So let's just, you know, hold on a second. Let me bigger this here. Remove the audio. Okay, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. That was so crazy it needed a buffer. The internet couldn't handle this level of madness. So, wow. But yeah, we got the gist. That's incredible, right there. So.
I'll tell you one thing. Back in the day in high school, some of our practices, we had to jump rope.
Yeah,
it's exhausting.
It is. Well, it trains. It's really good cardio. There's a reason why you see all these boxers constantly jumping rope.
Yeah.
It keeps the cardio going. It keeps you nimble, quick. Agile.
Yeah.
Jump rope is more than just some schoolyard little girl's toy. It's some serious business.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. We also have Kansas State football team devours Pop-Tarts mascot after bowl win.
Oh, that was today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was right here.
They do it every year. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I saw the pitch for it.
The pitch, but this is football, not baseball.
Boo. Yeah,
I've got a fork for your pitch.
The winner was going to devour the other one. They had different Pop-Tarts there. Big, huge Pop-Tarts.
But wouldn't it make more sense with Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Well, I don't know how they picked which style.
What?
Well, no, the commercials with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they have the little cereal pieces eating each other,
I think they
Xander,
have the football teams.
Well, yeah.
Is this football team a bunch of cannibals? Or just mascot killers?
Well, if they're also toaster pastries, yeah. Anyway, it says here, Kansas State football players partook in a unique feast to celebrate their postseason victory over North Carolina State, devouring a giant Pop-Tart mascot on the field at Camping World Stadium. The celebration occurred after the Wildcats defeated the Wolfpack 28-19 in the Pop-Tarts Bowl on Thursday in Orlando, Florida. What were you saying, Alice?
Wouldn't there be a human inside of a mascot?
Don't worry, that's just Soylent Green. So.
Dude, there's a video and everything for it too.
Yeah, that's bigger this year.
No.
So,
we gotta watch them.
They have a giant toaster, so they're just gonna.
Oh no.
Oh my god, is this turning into a freaking sacrificial thing? Are we?
Yep.
Are we becoming the Mayans now? Oh my god! Wow.
Look at that.
Yep. This is our sacrificial Pop-Tart lamb.
He's just
a lamb Pop-Tart. Dude, he's a lamb Pop-Tart.
Huh.
Actually, that might be good with the mint sauce.
So he comes out. Oh, so they have an actual. It's a giant Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
It's a giant Pop-Tart cake. Oh.
Okay. Wow.
So, but in a way, that is a symbolic sacrifice. We're gonna have to talk about this in the peanut too. Put that in the peanut, buddy.
Yeah, let me put that in the peanut real quick.
This has got to be a peanut.
Well, I mean, actually, in the Aztecs or Mayans or one of those Mesoamerica things, the winner of that hit ball thing, the winning team, are the ones that got sacrificed. Ain't that Yeah, of course. So.
Xander, I remember I told you when I was 12 years old. I went to Chichen Itza where they actually talked about the tour guides about that game.
You lucky girl.
Yeah,
I want to go there so bad.
The winner, dude, I actually went there when you could still walk up the main pyramid. You could walk up it and down it. And then now they don't allow you to walk up it, and that one lady did, and everybody was so pissed off at her.
Yeah.
I also was able to walk up into the sacrificial chamber, which was inside the pyramid on the side of what the main look is for the setting of the Chichen Itza.
Ooh, that's awesome.
But no, we can actually talk about that another time, another place. Yeah. But look
at this picture. This is modern day, literally sacrificial. Well, it's a whole celebration after the sports game where blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, corn cares not, who draws blood as long as blood is drawn, so.
And corporate Pop-Tart was saying, we'll sponsor this bowl game, how can we make a ton of money off it?
Exactly, so.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Talking nothing but Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
That's a whole bunch of waste of You ask me, that looks like a waste of kids' tuition.
Definitely. I mean, there's so many ways we can allocate resources better, but
that's not. Colleges are making money. Colleges are making a ton of money.
The only tax I'm really actually okay with it, is kind of flamboyant and awesome, is I am fine with paying city tax to fund our 4th of July fireworks. I am okay with that.
Isn't
I'm
that
okay
already a
with
thing, though? Like, or like
for
who does the fireworks? Like private companies and stuff? Like,
They hire
Oh no,
private
you
companies,
them out,
city or
but you
county
buy
or whatever.
Yeah.
buy
so taxpayer dollars are already going into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're footing the bill.
yeah.
That's a taxpayer dollar I am happy for, paying for fireworks to celebrate our independence.
God bless America, which is sounding more like a plea than a statement these days. So
Here we have so many illegal ones going off. It's unreal.
oh, remember
we
when?
see that firsthand.
Remember in 2020 when when they tried to cancel the 4th of July, so all of LA just decided to take it home.
And they've been doing it ever since.
No,
Yeah.
they put it upon themselves. I saw that. That was so gorgeous.
Yeah, that was
It's so
amazing. So
It shows you how many people actually love this country. And we also love our craziness that
well,
we
it's
have.
not just about the country; it's about the ideals, the foundation, the ideology behind it. You know, we're not loving the country for the land; we're loving the country for the opportunity we create. You know, so. But anyway,
all men and women were created equal. Just like how, some video games can be created equal, depending on your status.
Yeah. I agree with Pete. Like taxation is theft. Is theft. You know, to a certain degree, though, you do got to have taxes to pay for the roads and stuff, unless you're going to turn everything into private enterprise. And then now, who do you talk to? If Joe from down the street doesn't want to fill the pothole, who do you go to? You know. So
think of how much money they would have had to taken from us if they paid for everything as they went and there was no debt. That'd be $31 trillion that they would have taken out of our pockets, added to what we've already paid.
Well, but what are they spending money on that's completely ridiculous? And how much are they pocketing? You know? And let's not forget that the majority of taxpayer dollars goes right back to the freaking Federal Reserve because our government owes a private company, like a family-owned company,
That goes into a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But Papa,
that's how solve the
what
debt.
I was going to say.
The Federal Reserve's going to forgive the federal debt.
Yeah, sure they are. Okay. Anyway, let's move on up here.
They own.
Well, what I was gonna say is
sure,
that, I'm just saying that, I think it's an absolute waste of, even for, the Super Bowl, before you move on, I just want to say that.
Yeah.
We waste way too much money for the halftime shows of major, sporting events.
Yeah.
We waste too much money on all that stuff and, whatever. When you can make something that's already fun and good, it's already good. I would love it if, the NFL actually had marching bands for, a halftime show.
Yeah.
You have the best of the best of college, of college's marching bands.
Alice,
they have a huge...
That reminds me, you want to know something really cool about my history? So, what was it?
You were in a marching band?
No, but I knew somebody who was.
I know you do.
Yeah. No.
What was the marching band?
I did, well, I'm trying to reestablish. No. But my high school, the high school I went to, El Dorado High School, well, whatever.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that so that way people can look it up. They were in, what was it, the Rose Parade or something?
Was it the Rose Parade?
They were in some parade.
Yeah, well, probably the Rose Parade.
Yeah, so my high school was in a parade. That's really cool, And it was my year too. It's not like my high school a couple years after I graduated. No, I was still in that high school when it happened. So, and I knew one of the people in that band.
Oh, he's your buddy, yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Anyway.
The football scene for a movie back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. From UPI, Ghanaian woman sung for 126 hours and 52 minutes. And I believe we've spoken about this lady before. Obviously, she took breaks. And here we go. Afua Ashatedewa, an entrepreneur and former beauty queen, started singing through a repertoire of 125 songs on Christmas Eve and ended her attempt 5 days later. So this is somebody else. Ashwagandha ganja, I don't know, was allowed a 5-minute break each hour or a 20-minute break every 4 hours under Guinness World Record rules. She attempted to break the record of 105 hours, which was set by Indian musician Sunil Wagamar in 2012. Evidence from Ashwagandha's attempt is now being submitted to Guinness World Records. So, like, she had breaks, but still 126 hours and 52 minutes.
Yeah.
That makes our, New Year's Eve special last year look like nothing.
Jesus.
Yikes. Yeah. But then again,
Dude, our New Year's Eve special was.
Yeah. Let me read.
Dude, actually, when you were trying to say her name, you said ashwagandha, and that's actually like an herb that I sell at my work.
Oh no, I was just saying like how the song goes. Ashwagandha ganja. Where's the marijuana? Like I don't know. So,
yeah, well, you said ashwagandha right there before you said ganja.
Anyway,
so I was like,
let me
damn,
read
you
Jacob's
said.
comment here. Due to government bloat, I will not back down from that position until we rebuild the tax structure from zero. There are limits to all ideals, of course, and I'm willing to be flexible once a reset occurs within the tax structure and the tax burden reaches zero. Yeah, we've only been. This is Jacob Peets.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, we should definitely like I'm all for paying taxes if they go for something good, but like here's something I've been watching lately is like when a police station screws up and does something wrong, you know who pays for it? It's not the police station, it's us.
Yeah.
It's the public.
Yeah.
You know what they should do?
That's the one-time trickle-down economy does work when it's a debt. You know?
Yeah, well, actually, what I think should happen is like if you want to like get rid of that kind of stuff, you take it out of the pensions of the people of the police department employees.
Yeah.
Public servants.
Yeah.
Or the government officials in that city.
Yeah.
Instead of the taxpayers, it shouldn't be the taxpayers. I mean, even though we're paying for them to be public servants, it should go out of their pension.
For them. Why do we have to pay for their screw up? You know?
Exactly. Like, why do we have to pay for them? It's like people don't understand these settlements. Like, do that. Like, actually, that is a topic we should talk about another time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's move on up here. Rare stuffed bonzo dog from 1927 up for auction. So this.
What?
Yeah.
Bonzo dog. Huh?
Yeah, some stuffed animal something from 1927. So.
Oh.
Stay, I guess.
For some reason, I thought
you might have been.
Oh, thanks. 27? I don't think so.
My grandparents were, but Whoa! I'm not older than your dad. That'd be weird. Like, how would we be like hetero like siblings?
Time travel.
Well,
wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's right.
The good old argument. Anyway, it says here, a rare stuffed dog made in the likeness of a cartoon character in 1927 is up for auction and is expected to fetch, dice play on words, up to $45,000. Whoa. EJ's auction and appraisal said that the stiff begging bonzo dog, one of only 115 produced, was based on British artist George Steady's cartoon character Bonzo. The auction house said the dog was purchased by a Phoenix resident at a Michigan flea market nearly 40 years ago. So few stiff begging bonzo dogs were made because Study was dissatisfied with German company Stiff's work, and he decided to use a different company. EJ said previous Stiff begging bonzo dogs have sold for between $25,000 to $45,000.
Jeez.
So, bidding on the toy opened Wednesday and will close on Saturday. So,
get your bid in.
Yeah, well, depending on which time zone you live in, it probably already is over. So, yeah, or which time zone this is in.
Oh,
like,
are we in Saturday anywhere yet?
Well. Yeah, it's tomorrow in like Australia and Japan and all that stuff.
Hey! Don't forget New Zealand there, buddy.
Daily key.
Yeah, New Zealand comes before Australia, according to the way the globe terms. So like New Zealand and Japan are like close. Yeah. Exactly. So, Japan's not the only cool, awesome island out there.
No. Oh.
What else we got?
Airborne debris impales windshield of CHP patrol car. California Highway Police. That's out here.
Yeah.
So.
What?
Yeah, look at that. So something fell off of an airplane and landed on the windshield. Welcome to the party, pal, huh? You know?
Welcome to
Die Hard
California.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Good reference.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a good reference, Xander. Good one.
I just my brain didn't put the two connected. It's a cop car too. Like
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
wow, I'm making
the party, pal.
I'm making jokes on.
I gotta see that movie now.
We saw it the other
Dude,
day on Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched. Yeah, we decided to watch. Because we decided that it's been decided that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, the first one anyway.
Yeah.
That's what you
Now
said.
see, Bruce Willis, the man himself, has come out and said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. But I digress. I'm sorry, Bruce Willis. With all due respect, you're wrong about your own movie.
Yeah, you're
All
wrong,
right?
Willis.
So
Well, maybe he puts,
Hey, Xander,
hat
what
on
you
the
talking about,
horse and
Willis?
puts ho, ho, ho on it
yeah.
and sends them down the elevator.
I mean, see, here's the thing. It's not,
It's gotta be Christmas,
and this
right?
is, yeah. Well, no. You see, here's the thing, and this is not original to me. So this is something I saw on the internet a couple days ago. It's not that Die Hard is a Christmas movie because it just so happens to take place on Christmas. It's a Christmas movie because it portrays the slow descent into madness that everybody goes to during the holidays. You start off at a party,
Yeah.
everything's all right, then everything goes to shit. People are dying, the building's on fire. What's happening? Yippee-ki-yay,
Yep.
So
No, he made a good point there by saying that. It is absolutely. I'm sorry, Bruce Willis. I love you to death, but I disagree.
yeah,
We agreed to disagree. How about that?
yeah. But it says here, the California Highway Patrol said an officer was not injured when a piece of debris impaled their windshield on the highway. CHP Bakersfield, that's not far, Bakersfield. The officer was driving the patrol car when the truck in front of them ran over a piece of debris, a leaf spring, and sent it flying. Okay, so it was already on the ground, so it didn't fall from the sky, like every ass kicking apparently does.
Well, it did fall from the sky, but it had already been on the ground.
Yeah, it was airborne.
It was, but it wasn't like something out of the Truman
I
Show.
liked it better when we were thinking it was something out of the sky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been better.
Yeah.
So
Truman shows a whole different kit and caboodle.
yeah,
So I mean, that's a light fixture. This is a piece of an airplane that fell down. It was on the highway. It got hit by another car and ejected into the air and hit a cop car.
yeah.
Obviously, on the passenger side, from what it looked like.
Yeah, that's the passenger. Well, you can see the steering wheel over here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
So, dude, he's lucky. It looks like a piece
you're
of
getting robot-y.
plane Arlen.
Robot-y.
Oh, it seems like
You're not
piece
getting
already
any better.
came to the ground.
Robot.
God damn
Okay,
it.
while you're fixing your robot, I'm going to go on to the next article here. More from UPI, aka UPI. Man pops 200 balloons in record-breaking 11.83 seconds. Okay, so
What?
yeah, let's just see this here. So, oh, okay, that's cheating. He's just running and popping. Play it. There we go. Yeah, he's just running with a thing, and it's just, so he pops 200
He has
balloons.
2 rows. Use 2 hands. You can do twice as many.
I don't think that's legal.
Probably.
You have to do it one at a time, so that you go back and forth.
How did he miss one?
I don't know, but he did. Yeah, I love that. He said, "Stop, pop," and then continue. Oh. Now here's one that
Well,
really.
how people do 200 balloons unless you're running?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's the only way. If he only has one hand to use at a time, it's the only way to do it, and there's nothing against the regulations to do it. It doesn't look like so.
Yeah.
I said for 11.5, 11 and a half seconds, right?
Something like that, yeah. Let me see if I can reopen it here. Whoops, hold on a second. History recently.
Oh, he did 100 balloons in 5 seconds and 100. Well, no, he did 100 in 5.
11.83 seconds. 200 balloons.
Okay,
So
almost 12 seconds.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
10 balloons a second.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
An Idaho man reclaimed a Guinness World Records title by using a nail to pop 200 balloons in 11.83 seconds. I'm about to say a name that we all remember. David Rush. You can't hush the rush, who has broken more than 250 Guinness World Records.
Wow.
No, this guy is out for the records. Like, we talk about this.
Must be the hell of the most records. Is that it?
Well, maybe he has a record for that too.
That's what I'm saying. He held the record for the most records.
Yeah, maybe.
How much does it cost to get yourself entered in to be considered for the Guinness Book of World Records? Because you have to pay to.
Yeah, you have to.
Like,
you have to pay for them to come out and for the hotel, their flight. Basically carte blanche. For them to come and verify you. So.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just look this up here.
They probably want to be in a 5-star hotel too.
Let's see here. It's free to apply for existing record titles, but anyone applying for a new record must pay a $5 non-refundable administration plus tax. So let's see. How much does Guinness pay for records? No. What do you get? Do you get money for break? No. All right, well, if anybody wants to know, there's a thing here, how to apply for a Guinness World Record, USA Today. Go away, advertisement. Yeah. So each year, over 50,000 people submit applications for bragging rights and recognition from Guinness. 50,000. Holy crap, dude.
Jeez.
Well, that's just that thing, because you remember, you got to pay for their flight, too, and all that stuff, so it really depends.
That they're popping in $250,000 just...
Well, see, like what my friend and I.
Filing fees.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa, dude.
Yeah.
So what my friend and I wanted to do, we wanted to do like we still are thinking about it, but it's been going on for about 15 years. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, so my friend and I, we were trying to get into the books for the Guinness Book of World Records for quickest marriage.
Hold on a second. Let me look this up. Because there is Guinness quickest marriage. Shortest marriage,
it's already out there.
Quickest marriage in history. 3 minutes. So a couple in Kuwait got divorced 3 minutes after they got married. They had not even left the courthouse where they exchanged the vows when the bride tripped over and fell. So I guess then they just got divorced because she was clumsy. I don't know. I
don't know.
No, yeah, we're trying. Well, my friend and I are trying to build it, but last time we checked, it was like 13 minutes. So 3 minutes is gonna be a hard one to do.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on up. This one really makes my mouth water. Pizza topped with 1,001 varieties of cheese baked in France. I did not even know there was that much cheese. You know?
Oh, I did, but like...
Look at that. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my fucking lord.
Kevin McAllister, eat your heart out. So...
I am not eating that. That just doesn't... Like, you can't even melt all that cheese down. And I have a big stance on how I like to eat cheese. I generally don't like it cold. I like it melted.
Yeah.
You got a lot more flavor.
There's very few
times. Yeah.
There's very few times where I actually enjoy it warm. Or, I mean cold, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it says here, chefs Benoit Bruel and Fabien Montalaccio worked with cheesemaker Sophie Hatat, Richard Luna, well, that's a name, and YouTuber Florian on air to break the Guinness World Record for the most varieties of cheese on the pizza. Bruel previously set the record at 254 cheeses just 3 years ago, but his record was later broken by Morgan Neguet, who cooked a pizza top with 834 varieties of cheese. The team's new pizza also took the record for the largest display of cheese varieties, which was previously set at 730 by fellow Frenchman Philippe Marchand in 2016. Bruel said 940 of the pungent pies cheeses came from France, while the others were sourced from countries around the world. I wonder if they used American.
American cheese?
That plastic crap, you know? So
vulcanized cheese.
Yeah. Audio. Here we go. So most varieties of cheese. I mean, this is look at all this.
Jeez, look at all the cheese we got.
I had no idea there was so many types of cheese.
No, I didn't either.
Holy crap!
No idea.
Like, look at that. Can you imagine though, like, you know, a pizza top with like a 1,001? You know, look at that. They're deep dishing this thing. So.
Hey, I can see the loon behind you.
Oh yes. Welcome, Noah. How you doing, man?
I'm alright.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about a pizza topped with 100 or no topped with 1,001
1001
types of cheeses.
That doesn't sound really good for you.
No.
But I don't care. I mean, I've never had pizza except for the one time I've tried pizza.
You've only
Yes,
had
I'm
pizza
serious.
once in
No,
your
I'm
life?
serious. Yeah, but it was in New York where the food is better than
Well,
anywhere
at least
else.
You got it good, so. But,
Yeah, it was. I don't even know how good it was though, because I never had anything to compare it with.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or two.
That's really sad, honestly. You haven't had like.
I don't
pizza?
like certain foods with textures and smells and like certain tastes. Like my taste buds are really yeah. Anyway, they're really selective.
Okay.
Well, what you're going to enjoy then is a really good peanut butter and mayo sandwich.
Don't. No.
Don't.
Bad.
I do like peanut butter. I don't know if I
Where's the
like mayo
magazine?
for sure.
I have one on hand. Hold on a second.
Hey. What Noah's saying is that he's a picky eater.
Have to
Yes,
beat-
that's
have to
correct.
beat
That's
the
what it
rule.
is.
It was bad. No more peanut butter and mayo. Bad.
Oh my god, I have never had PB&J until this year.
Yikes. Yeah, that's right. I remember you
Dude,
told me about that.
oh,
Yep.
Lordy,
No,
I've
I-
been sitting on a
people
whole
thought
bunch
I
of
was
breakfast.
deprived.
Lunch.
Oh my
Yes.
What do you eat?
Yes. Yeah, what?
Multiples.
Noah.
What do you eat?
Oh, I
Okay,
eat like a bunch
so-
of chicken and steak and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Oh,
When I
that
usually.
works.
Normal foods and stuff.
So just when you finally
Like,
had
yeah.
your first peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Xander, you know where I'm going here now.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't talked about it yet. Go
Noah, have you ever had a grilled cheese sandwich before?
I don't remember having it, but my mom says I used to eat them. But I they smell good. I might like them actually.
You know,
Wow.
it's like, so you butter the bread and then you
Yes,
grill
I know.
it on.
I've never
Okay.
had one as far as I can remember.
Try it.
My mom says
Try
I have.
it with
Mm.
peanut butter and jelly.
Huh.
Grilled cheese with peanut butter and jelly on it.
No,
That sound-
without the cheese.
Oh.
Why? What is it then? Just
Instead
grilled
of
bread?
grilled
The
cheese,
bread is.
You're doing a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Actually,
Wait, how do
last
you-
night I got to see
wait.
my fam. How do you do it? The same method you would do it with a grilled cheese.
Well,
So
I
you don't
kinda
burn
wanna
the
try it with
jelly
the
or whatever.
cheese.
You just cook the bread.
Yeah.
You just grill the
So,
bread
no,
and then you put the.
butter both sides of the bread loaf of the slices. You add peanut butter on one side and whatever type of jelly you like or jam.
I actually
Like,
I
you
actually have some
strawberry.
jam. I have some jam. I have some jelly in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Noah
You
be
jam.
jamming.
Whatever
Yes,
whatever great bread you want with the peanut butter. If you like peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter and jam. I usually do strawberry rhubarb with mine, but I'll
Okay.
do a grilled style. So the outside of the bread,
I've never
Like
heard of anyone doing
milk.
grilled PB&J.
Milk.
That sounds interesting.
Sounds good. Yeah.
it melts the peanut butter and it warms up the jam or jelly for spread.
That does sound actually sounds pretty good. I've never had it.
Anyway,
I've
we
never
gotta
had
get
it.
back on the
warm
topic here. We have two more articles,
Yeah.
and then we'll be closing us out here. So more from UPI.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So sorry, Alice. I don't mean to step on your toes, but we're doing
No,
a show
no,
here.
no. I'm sorry for
Anyway,
talking
Russian
about that.
passenger plane mistakenly lands on frozen river. Huh. Okay.
Wait, are we doing a show right now, or am I
Yes,
just?
we are
Oh no,
live
we're in
right
shows.
now.
We are in. Oh god, I
Yes.
didn't even know. I didn't like. I'm on the shows
I told
channel.
You we
Oh my
were
god.
going to go live at 3, Noah. That's our schedule. And it's almost 4.
We're almost done in that
Yeah.
case.
Anyway, while
Okay.
flying through Russia's Far East, a Polar Airlines flight touched down unexpectedly on a frozen Kolymia River due to a pilot error early Thursday, the airline said. No injuries were reported. According to a release from the Russian Airlines, flight YAP-217 was en route to wherever this is. When the Antonov 24 aircraft landed off the runway of Zyrinka Airport in the Yakutia region. So they thought they landed on the runway, but they landed on a frozen river.
That's interesting.
That's terrifying.
But they survived, right?
Well, yeah, there was no
survived?
injuries, no anything. It was fine.
Good,
So,
perfect.
it was,
Perfect.
thankfully, the river was frozen solid enough, but still, like, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it also tells you how much a foot of ice frozen up
I'm not
can
though.
hold a weight of a plane like that.
yeah.
Question: did anyone watch the movie yet that we were gonna watch today and
No, not
tomorrow?
yet.
Because I wanted to watch it.
No, we're going to
Okay,
watch
great.
that after the show, after I get all the
this.
upload stuff done and all that stuff.
Perfect.
But
That sounds
anyway,
good.
last but not least, actually no, I forgot. We have another thing here. So this is our last two articles actually. Pierce Brosnan faces charges after allegedly walking in Yellowstone's thermal areas. So we were talking about people being in places where they shouldn't be earlier.
Read the headline again.
What?
Whoa. Are you talking about James Bond? He went into an unauthorized zone in Yellowstone?
That's interesting.
So.
Yes, that is very predictive programming kind of thing.
James Bond?
Or symbolism.
James Bond! No. Anyway, Brosnan is facing citations of foot travel in all thermal areas and in Yellowstone Canyon confined to trails and violating closures and use limits, the court record shows. Criminal charges were filed against the Irish actor in Wyoming on Tuesday. Federal law states, go away pop-up, quote, foot travel in all thermal areas and within the Yellowstone Canyon between the Upper Falls and Inspiration Point must be confined to boardwalks or trails that are maintained for such travel and are marked by official signs, end quote. So, yeah, he went in there and he wasn't supposed to go. So.
But did he have clearance? Didn't say he had clearance, though.
No.
Did you say that Pierce Brosnan is Irish?
Pierce Brosnan is what?
Irish?
The conspiracy theorists say that Yellowstone volcano was just a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, where'd it go?
Dude, I think, swear to God, he was British.
No.
Not because of...
where'd it go? Yeah, Irish right here.
When he was Bond, but like his accent and everything. Holy bucket. Alright, I gotta
remember... Actually, if this is the same guy, I remember there being like a little hoopla about a non-British guy playing James Bond. So, and must be the guy. So... yeah, he was in a no-go zone. So,
but he didn't have any clearance. Did he get escorted out? What did it say about him?
Well, I mean, obviously he didn't have clearance, so like.
So he got escorted out, basically.
Well, yeah, or maybe he just left on his own accord or whatever, and later on they saw like the trail cam footage. I don't know. Like, go to the link. Go to the link in the underbar, people. Read it yourself. These sources do the hard work. You know, I was
going to make a joke. I was going to make a joke and say that he actually went in there because he's really a real life spy. And what they don't want you to know is that what you don't want you to know is that James Bond actually exists.
Well, I mean, he is based off of that character is based off of a real spy or a series of spies.
Isn't that John Dee? Or am I thinking of Uncharted?
Whoever wrote the original stuff for James Bond and all that stuff, because they're based off of novels, which are based off of actual real spies from World War II and stuff. So
broccoli.
Yeah. Anyway, our last article, and it's another video that I have yet to see actually. So I'm just gonna read the title and let's just have a little bit of a banter here. Walmart self-checkouts get worse. Paying customer ends up in prison.
What?
Okay, but here's the. How does he wind up in prison if he's paying? I don't understand. I mean, Walmart self-checkout.
Yeah. So,
okay, remind me never to let myself do that at a Walmart.
Just don't go to Walmart. It's that simple.
Dude, I don't go there unless I have a friend that has to go with me, or my roommate. He goes in there sometimes, and I go with him.
Yeah.
He was gonna go the other night, but didn't really do it because there was Christmas, and we didn't know they were gonna have nobody in the parking lot. The parking lot was empty because it was closed for the day. We didn't expect that.
I have no idea when the last time I went into a Walmart on my own accord.
Why? I want to know why he got arrested after paying for something at the Walmart.
It's a video. I'm not gonna play somebody else's work on this. That's not right.
Right, so, but that is a very interesting.
I saw a video. Look, it wasn't Walmart, but it was Target, and it was he had severe disabilities. He was having a hard time trying to pay for his items in a self-checkout at Target. Cops took him out and arrested him and took him to jail. And
why?
The guy had such severe mental disabilities. He thought these guys were security guards and not cops. Even though they said to him he couldn't understand it, but yeah, all those cops got in huge trouble for it.
Good.
Yeah, that's what should have happened. They shouldn't have done that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, the guy still went to jail, but after it, he got a settlement. I don't like doing settlements. I would just say if something like that injustifiably happened to me, I don't want the taxpayers to. You know what? We're not going to talk about this.
Yeah,
right
more
now.
about this tax crap. Before we wrap up, there's there's two comments here from Jacob Peets. Noah, and I think this has regards to you having not eaten pizza or like all that stuff.
Yes, because I
I'm
don't
not
eat
sure.
food, really.
This is from Jacob Peets here, so he's not sure if he should be concerned for you or about you, because this is some John Wayne Gacy stuff. So,
Oh, good lord, John Wayne Gacy of all people.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
No, did you have one slice of pizza, or did you share a pizza with
It was
someone
like
and
it was
go
like a
after
it was like a pizza. It was like a pizza that's like a square shape instead of like a round one, and they had it at this really good pizza place
this
in
guy
like New
didn't
York
even
City.
eat real pizza.
No, it was better than most. But that's
How do
what
you
my brother
know?
said. Because my brother was right there, and he loves the stuff.
But you're going by secondhand experience. I love it.
I've never had it anywhere else. That was New York City though, so it should have been really good. I just
Yeah, but
it was too heavy on the
pizza
cheese.
is no. See, here's the thing, okay?
Doesn't even count.
Pizza is the most confusing.
It was too heavy on the
food
cheese for
the
me, that's
earth.
why.
You make it in a circle, you eat it in a triangle, and it comes in a square. Make up your mind, you know?
Xander, this is gonna have to
here,
be.
can I speak?
This is gonna have to be a
Can I
conversation
spreckens?
Go for it.
to Noah.
Can I spreckens? Yes.
Hold on a second.
No, I was
Noah's
just saying.
trying to,
Okay.
get Noah first
Let
and
me
Alice.
think here.
Okay,
What am I gonna
Noah,
say?
what you saying?
I have nothing to compare with, but it's my brother said this is like a really good pizza, and we went to like 4 places that day to get the best experience, and I had that one.
Okay, so you went on a little taste test.
In all honesty, if you're in New
Honestly,
York,
it was
I
my
don't
brother
even know
said
if
that they have the
that
best
pizza
food
there.
ever in New York City.
Yeah. Well, if you have
The
bad
thing
food
is,
in New York, you ain't gonna be there long.
No.
You know?
Here's
I'll
the
give
thing.
You,
Well,
I'll give you credit. I'll give you kudos. You had good pizza.
Yeah.
but I didn't really like it being so heavy on the cheese, but it was still fine. I just don't think I like the heavy cheese thing going on with that.
Now,
My
Pete's
brother also likes it light on the cheese.
Actually, before I read Pete's comment, Alice, what were you gonna say?
Well, for one thing, is that you're going off of somebody else's opinion of
'cause
something.
I've never had anything else except for maybe like a Marie calendar
like,
pizza my brother left in the toaster.
However, what I will say is that I actually make a really good pizza with not all that heavy cheese.
I mean, there was one time I was basically starving because I just been sick and I just got over like being sick, and then after that I had a Marie Callender's pizza that was left in the toaster oven. My brother left there because I didn't know why I didn't have any groceries, any food or whatever in the moment. I didn't have any, so I just ate something that was sitting there, and my brother forgot about it. So, and I was like, I'm starving, I'm gonna eat this, so I did. That's like the only one I've ever compared it with.
Anyway,
and honestly,
Alice, what were
it
you
was
trying to
like
say?
eating burnt crust, and that was it.
Yeah. Alice,
I'm
what
just
were you
saying,
saying?
what I was
And I
gonna
was
say,
16.
Noah, let Alice talk, please.
what I was gonna say, Noah, is like I make a really good pizza, and I know how to make really good pizza dough, and I can make it in a way where you don't have all that heavy cheese on there and all that heavy sauce. Like you can like customize how your pizza's made. You know that where you have light sauce, light cheese, all that fun stuff. You know how you
Heavy on the sauce, heavy on the cheese.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most places can give you that option. Like, so I know how to do it. I know how to make pizza dough, and I actually make a pretty mean pizza dough.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to come
Yeah.
out there right now.
Yeah.
48 plus 50 is 98, right?
No. 48 plus 50 is 98.
I'm sorry, 48 plus 50 is 98. That's
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Anyway,
Yeah,
let me read
good.
this comment from Peach real quick, and then we'll wrap up. So he's saying here, it's been a while since I read about it, but he doesn't believe Bond was based off real spies. He believes it was the authors say dreamed a spy was while he worked his day job at MI5. I think he's right with that. There's something, I don't know. Yeah. So, but there is like, some, inspiration behind it from real life things. But anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. We're not just on Rumble and BitChute here. We're not just on Rumble and YouTube. We're also on BitChute and Odyssey. and all that stuff. Anyway, for your dose of different on unusual news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and what time Eastern, Alice?
6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. Now, we don't just do this news show here on Omni Coalition. Our main show is, This Date in History. We also have Kicking the Peanut. We have The Edge of Disclosure.
Egg cracking the corn. Don't forget, it's cooking peanut.
The corn. Well, that's
Yep.
yeah. Anyway, and we have other, stuff, in the works and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, we do the history show almost every day at 11 in the morning, and everything else is at 3, and these are Pacific times. So, what's my little rhyme? I haven't added it into this script yet, so actually give me a second. Let me go up to...
I don't know. All I know is that you have a very scripted show.
I do, because, without a script, I'm helpless. Anyway, so...
Well, except for in the peanut, we actually just fly by
Cedar River. Anyway, so if you're on the West Coast, 11 and 3, all for thee. If you're a mountain... 12 and 4, watch us for more. Central, 1 and 5 for the contrive, and East 2 and 6 for your fix. Those are our streaming standard times. So yeah. Anyway,
what's about me? Noah.
I am A.O. Xander.
I'm Noah.
You are who, Alice?
I am the Alice. Who's Alice?
Go have a pizza loon.
Yeah, have a pizza loon.
Oh my
the
God.
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza.
Yeah, pizza. And of course, you are you. And until you catch us next time, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!